friends, today I will discuss the numerical problems on series and parallel circuits. First problem is find the current in the following circuit and identify the type of connection of the resistor. So here the supply voltage is 10 volts connected in series with the 10 ohm resistor like this. And the resistor terminals are named as A and B like this. And let us assume that the current flowing from the supply to the resistor is 10 I amperes, that is I. So now we apply the Ohm's law, then we get the current I is equal to V by R, that is 10 volts divided by 10 ohms. So then we get 1 ampere current flowing through this resistor from this source. Now identify the type of resistance connection. Is it a series or in parallel? So before we decide it, we should know what is series circuit features and what are the features of the parallel circuit. In case of series circuit, the current flowing through all the elements will be same. Whereas in parallel circuit, the elements voltage will be same, that is all parallel branches will have the same voltage. So these are the two features. Now we apply first series connection feature. You look at this. So the current coming out of the source 10 ohms is I ampere. The same current is flowing through the resistor 10 ohm. Means this 10 ohm resistance, we can say it is connected in series with the 10 volts supply. Next, we observe here the voltage across terminals A and B, that is across the 10 ohm resistor is 10 volts. Similarly, the voltage across terminals A and B of the supply is 10 volts. Means this 10 ohms and this 10 volts are in parallel. So we say this 10 ohm resistor with respect to the supply voltage 10 volts, it is in parallel. So we can say this 10 ohm resistor is in series with the supply and is also in parallel with the supply. So that is what we have written here. Resistor is connected in series and also in parallel with the supply. Now let us go to the second problem. Find the resultant resistance between the terminals A and B for the following circuit. So look at this, there are three resistors, 6 ohm resistor, 3 ohm resistor and 2 ohm resistor. And for this circuit, the end terminals are, this is A and this is B. And there is a short wire from A to up to the end of the 3 ohm resistor like this. Similarly, there is a short wire between other end of the 3 ohm resistor to the terminal B. So it appears very difficult to solve this problem. But once we understand it, you will find that this is the easiest problem. So when we find the problem like this, we always should redraw the circuit first. Then name the all short circuit wires wherever the labeling is missing. So if you look at this, this is A terminal, the same wire coming up to here. So we say this is also, this terminal also A. That is what we have written here. Similarly, this is the B terminal. From here there is a wire going up to here. So this B, we can also say this is also a B. So that is what we have written. So if you look at this, we have the A here, B here and B here. So ultimately we have only AB terminals. First put the terminals A and B like this. This is A and this is B terminal. Then what is the element between A and B. This is A and this is B. What is the element here? 6 ohm resistor is connected. So we draw the 6 ohm resistor like this. Then what is the resistance between this A and B? 2 ohm resistance. So we have drawn here. Next, what is the resistance between this A and this B? It is 3 ohm resistor. So if you observe properly, all these 3 resistors are connected in parallel. 6 ohms and 2 ohms and 3 ohms are in parallel. So what the question is? Find out what is the resultant resistance between terminals A and B. So we know for parallel circuit, for getting the resultant resistance, we write like this: 1 by RAB. RAB means resultant resistance between terminals A and B is equal to 1 by 6 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Once we simplify it, we get RAB is equal to 1 ohm. So it is very simple. Next, we go to the next question. This is the third question. Find the equivalent resistance between terminals A and B for the following circuit. If you look at this, you have the terminal A and this is the terminal B, and here this is 5 ohms and this is 12 ohms, this is 13 ohms, this is 10 ohms, this is 40 ohms, this is 30 ohms, 20 ohms, 8 ohms. So if you observe properly, here there is an extra wire coming from here to here. But there is no element between this and this. There is only one wire connected. Means, so if you give some name here, the same name we can put here. Similarly here, there is another wire connected between this and this. So if you label something here, the same labeling we do here. So to solve this type of problem, it is very easy. First redraw the circuit like this. Then wherever the labeling is missing for the wires, you label them. So this is the wire which is not labeled. So now we label it as C. So if I say here C means this side also we say C because the same wire. There is no element between this point and this point. Next, we have another wire here which is not labeled. So I label here as D. Because same wire is coming up to here, we say here also D like this. So having known the labeling of the extra wires that are connected in the circuit, so now you draw the circuit like this. Draw a straight line. In the straight line you put the points like this. This is A and this is C and this is D and this is B. A, C, D, B. So now we look at the elements. What is the element between A and C? It is 5 ohms. So we have written here 5 ohms. Next. What is the element between C and D? Between this is C and this is D. What is the element connected? This is 12 ohms plus 13 ohms. So because they are in series, we say 12 plus 13, that is 25 ohms like this. Then, what is the element between C and D? This is C and this is D. This is C and this is D. There are two elements connected in series, that is 10 ohms and 40 ohms. So add them. So 40 plus 10 means 50 ohms. So we get 50 ohms between C and D. Next, what is the element between this D and B? This is B, this is D. What is the element connected? It is 8 ohms. So we draw 8 ohms here like this. So this complicated circuit is simplified to the circuit level like this. 3 resistors connected in parallel and the other two resistors are in series with the resultant of these 3 resistors. So because here we know the terminals C and D, first we find out what is the resultant resistance between C and D. So we know for parallel branches, equivalent resistance formula is 1 by RCD, that is equivalent resistance between terminals C and D is equal to 1 by 50 plus 1 by 25 plus 1 by 50. So once we simplify this calculation, we get RCD is equal to 12.5 ohms. Okay, next step. So now we can replace these three resistors with 12.5 ohms. So that is, we write like this. Between A and C, 5 ohms, we write as it is. Between C and D, we draw a resistor 12.5 like this. Between D and B, we have a resistor called 8 ohms like this. Now, you have the three resistors connected in series. So, and what we want is, what is RAB? That is, RAB is equal to 5 plus 12.5 plus 8. That is 25.5 ohms is the resultant resistance for this circuit. So next, another problem. So find the equivalent resistance between the terminals A and B for the following circuit, and also find the total current I supplied by the source. So what he wants is, what is the equivalent resistance between terminals A and B and what is the supply current. So this is the diagram, and the terminals are also mentioned. This is A terminal, this is B terminal, and this is the supply 30 volts. So the current coming from the 30 volts is given as I. So that we have to find out, and similarly the equivalent resistance between A and B. So step 1 is, so you simplify the circuit and redraw the circuit. So if you look at this properly, this 2 ohms and this 2 ohms are connected in series. So we can replace these two resistors with one resistor, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4. Similarly here we have 2 ohms, 1 ohm connected in series. So we can replace this two resistors with one resistance, that is 3 ohms like this. Next we have another resistor 3 here. So that is same thing we have written here. Similarly here 4 ohm is there, as it is we have written here. So here 2 ohms is there. So again we put it that 2 ohms as it is. And now if you look at this, we have 1 ohm resistor. So we put here that 1 ohm here. Similarly 2 ohm resistor is between A and B. That is, draw as it is. Now, so if you look at this circuit, you can further simplify because there are two parallel branches. This is one parallel branch. This is another parallel branches. So 4 and 4 are in parallel. So these two resistors we can replace with one resistor. That is, 4 in parallel with 4 means 4 into 4 divided by 4 plus 4. So we get 2 ohms as the resultant resistance of 4 in parallel with 4. Similarly, we have the 3 ohms connected in parallel with another 3 ohms. So 3 into 3 divided by 3 plus 3. So we get 1.5 ohms as the resultant resistance for this 3 ohm, 3 ohm. So we draw like this. So once we simplify this and these two parallel circuits elements, then we get this circuit like this. And the rest of the elements will be as it is. Now if you further look at this diagram, this resistance and this resistance are connected in series. Means we can replace these two resistors with single resistance. What is that? 2 plus 1.5. So that is, we can redraw the circuit like this: 30 volts in parallel with 2 ohms. There we have the 1 ohm here. This is 2 ohms, and this 2 plus 1.5 is 3.5 ohms like this. So if you further observe it, this resistance is in parallel with 2, means 3.5 is in parallel with 2. So we can draw one resistor, means we can replace these two resistors with one resistance. That is 2 in parallel with 3.5, means 2 into 3.5 divided by 3.5 plus 2. So simplification gives us 1.2727 ohms. So we have replaced these two parallel resistors with one resistance like this. But that resultant resistance will become in series with the 1 ohm here. Look at this. These two are replaced with one resistance 1.2727. So here 1 ohm is there. So that 1 ohm will become in series with this resultant resistance. Then if you look at this further, this 1 ohm and this 1.2727 ohms are connected in series. So we can replace with one resistance. So we draw the circuit like this. So 30 volts AB terminals and 2 ohms is across AB, and now this 1 plus 1.2727 is in series. So we can replace with one resistor, that is 2.2727 ohm like this. So if you further look at the diagram, so you will find this 2.2727 ohms is in parallel with the 2 ohm resistor. Means we can replace single with single resistance. That is 2 into 2.277 divided by 2.2727 plus 2 will give us 1.0638 ohms. So RAB means this is the resistance. This is what he asked. RAB is 1.0638 ohms. And in addition to this, he asked what is the total current supplied by the voltage source. So now we apply what is called the Ohm's law. That is IV is equal to I into R, or I is equal to V by R. We know what is the supply voltage, that is V is nothing but 30 volts and R is nothing but RAB, that is 1.0638. So when you simplify this, we get 28.2 amperes. So we calculated resultant resistance and the resultant current for this circuit.